I want to look at Isaiah 9, and beginning in verse 6. That's Isaiah 9. Beginning in verse 6. Say wait. There's no waiting, and I think we are all there. It reads, "For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful, Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. Of the increase of his government and peace there shall be no end, upon the throne of David and upon his kingdom, to order it and to establish it with judgment and with justice from henceforth even forever. The zeal of the Lord of hosts will perform this." Amen. You may be seated. For unto us a child is born. I had to put a title on this today. I said I'm going to preach about an abnormal child. An abnormal child. Usually when we talk about an abnormal child, what that consists of is that child is not like other children. What makes them different is because they have some challenges that those of us that are supposedly normal don't have. If you look at Jesus, he is an abnormal child. What makes him abnormal is because Jesus is facing some challenges that we don't have to face. If you know the Word of God, you will already understand what I'm talking about, because he was born under some abnormal conditions. Turn me off that. And we have to realize that Jesus is not like, this child is not like other children. Are y'all in here? The first thing that makes him abnormal is his delivery. Well, what about his delivery? Turn me down a little, Josh. For unto us a child is born. When it talks about child, it comes from a Hebrew word which means that he is begotten. And although we are children of God, we are not the begotten of God. If you look at John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. Yeah. What it's talking about, what makes him abnormal is, first of all, his delivery is talking about his relationship. He has a relationship with God that no other has with God. Yeah. Well, what is his relationship with God? Is that he came with God. He is God, and he never can cease to be God. Amen. And so in his delivery, he is already an abnormal child. What makes him abnormal, Renee, is because, first of all, he's 100% God. Yes, he is. And also 100% man. Yes. That's an abnormality. Because we are only 100% human, but how can you be 100% God and also be 100% man all at the same time? It's abnormal. Yes, it is. He says he's begotten. when it talks about begotten, it's talking about his lineage. It shows his relationship with God, that he is the Son of the living God, and that he is God. In the beginning was the Word was with God, and the Word was God. It's talking about Jesus in John 1:1, and we know that he was always with God, although God sent him. He always has been. Y'all ain't in here. Y'all acting like you don't know Jesus. He says, in his delivery, he is the only begotten. It says, for unto us a child is born. Unto us a son is given. Not only does it talk about him being begotten, but then it talks about, when it says son, it comes from a Hebrew word which means builder. Which not only means he's the only begotten of God, but watch this. He came here to keep building God's family. Amen. Y'all don't know we're in the shop. Yeah. That means that in my life, when I accept Jesus Christ, he begins to build in my life. Yeah. Here's the problem with him building that we don't like. Before he can build him, there's some things he got to tear down. Yeah. Are y'all in here? And sometimes it hurts. Sometimes it's painful. Sometimes it puts you in an uncomfortable position. But you've got to thank God that you're under the construction of God. And he tears some things out of your life so he can build some other things up. Amen. He said, look, I come from God. I came to earth to build God's family. Yeah. Now, I got to bless God right there, because then I understand that I'm not what I should be. Yeah. I'm still trying to get there, but thank God that I have some assistance, because I can't get it right. Yeah. Amen. I know you can get it right. I know you know how to dot all your I's, and you know how to cross all your T's. I know that you got a halo on around you. You got the glory of God on you. But as for me, I need God to tear some things out of my life so he can replace them with what he wants in my life. Because there are some things I have invited in my life that I really don't need. There are some things that I have entertained that I really don't need them no more. They have not caused me anything but destruction, doom, and darkness. And Lord, now you come with your marvelous light. See, if you ain't never been in the dark, you don't know when to praise God. But when you've been in the dark and God finally turns on the light, you can't help but to give him glory. I've been in some dark places, in my mind, in my heart, in my emotions. But thank God that I have a child and a son that has been given in my life. He says that's his delivery. Let me say this, and I'm going to move on. But Mickey, even in his delivery, even in his conception, is abnormal. Yes, it is. It's abnormal because there has never ever been anybody that could be born without a man and a woman coming together. Yeah. Yeah. But this child right here, Rosa, he was conceived without any help of man. Yeah. Y'all don't know when to shout. That means man didn't have nothing to do with it, because everything man touch, he messes it up. Amen. That's true. He pollutes it. Yeah. He puts his own spin on it. Yeah. But since it didn't have nothing to do with man, what? It's a blessed child. Yeah. Jeanette, then he uses a vessel that has never been with a man, which represents purity. Yeah. She's a virgin. Yeah. And the Holy Spirit comes on her and impregnates her with child. Now, I know some of you scientific people would say that it's totally impossible. You say it's totally impossible, but you say you believe in God. Now, here's the problem with that. If God can't do that, Miss Cummins, then how can he create the first man? What did he make the first man out of? Nothing. He said he didn't take dirt, he took the remnant of dirt. He took dust, which is the remnant of dirt, and made man. If God can do that, surely he's the speaker of life. Where did the first tree come from? Where was anybody to plant? God planted it. Where did the first animals come from? God did it. And surely he impregnated Mary because his spirit hovered over her, and then she became pregnant with child. It's an abnormal delivery. Yes. Go to Bethlehem. Go to the hotel, knock on the door, they won't let us in. We won't have no room for you. And now we got to go in a stable. This is Jesus. This is God. Yeah. This is God's son. Yeah. Being birthed, there's no room for it. Yeah. I would stop there, but I got to hasten on. But you better make sure you open the door. Yeah. All right. You know, because a lot of us, we got a lot of things going on. Yeah. We busy. We got work. We got children. We got jobs. We got school. We got worries. We got bills. We got all those things. But don't let those things overcrowd you to where you forget to let Jesus in. Yeah. So now they have to go in a dirty stable. Go in a dirty stable, and I know we cleaned up. We say a manger, but do you know what a manger is? Jesus. I said, do y'all know what a manger is? Yes. It's a trough that animals eat out of, and that's what the King of Kings was born in. Let me stop this and say this. Listen here, baby, you might not have been born under the best conditions. You might have, like me, I was raised up in North Birmingham. Looked like we wasn't going to be much. But don't let your beginning dictate to you. Yeah. Because God can raise you up. Oh, yes. And he will. Yes, he will. Raise them up. This is the King of Kings. Yeah. Don't look like he going to be much. But look what he does. We see that in his deliverer. We talked about his relationship. It says, for unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder. Yes. It not only talks about he's abnormal because of his relationship, but he's an abnormal child there because of his responsibilities. Yeah. Yes. I'm a child, and already the government is on my shoulders. Yeah. See, if you read the story for real, if you look at it, King Herod has sent out a decree. Yeah. He wants to kill Jesus. Now, if you really know the Bible, there's about 3 Herods. Yeah. Huh? Yeah. You got a great-granddaddy, you got a granddaddy, you got the other one. You got 3 of them. And they've been trying to kill the lineage of Jesus all through the Bible. Yeah. And so he sends out a decree to kill Jesus, but how can you kill God? Can I tell you that you don't have to worry about folks that trying to assassinate you, baby? Because when you got God in you, you ain't got to be worried about it because you ain't mad with me, baby. You mad with God. So you ain't got to even function because you mad at God. All right. And when you trying to fight God, guess what? That's why God said you can show up, you ain't got to fight the battle. Because guess what? The battle belongs to the Lord because you ain't fighting me, you fighting God. When folks hating on you because what God has blessed you with and what you look like and what you got, you don't have to worry about that. And when they upset with you because you got good character, you don't have to worry about that. But baby, you upset with God, fight with God. Amen. And who can fight with him? Talks about his relationship, talks about his responsibilities. When it talks about, and the government shall be upon his shoulders, it's talking about his empire. His kingdom. Well, what's on his shoulders? Huh? Well, says the government. You do know, now they're talking about the government is going to be just shut down. My man, you know one thing I love about God? His government don't shut down. Amen. All right. He's always on his job. Yeah. He's always working. He's always being God. That's when we talk about God being immutable, that God, he is God and he changes not. He's always God. He was God yesterday, he's God today, and he'll be God tomorrow. He says, the government is upon his shoulders. Well, my sins on his shoulders. Yeah. Amen. Our sickness on his shoulders. Yeah. This cruel world is on his shoulders. Yeah. Folks hating each other is on his shoulders. Yeah. Y'all ain't gonna talk to me. Yeah. All of that is on this child's shoulders. He's not an abnormal child because of his delivery, his relationship, but he's an abnormal child because of his deity.
Amen.
He's divine.
Yes, he is.
Well, where do you see that at, Reverend? It's right here. And the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful, Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. Don't want to bore you, but when it says his name, it first deals with his name. When it talks about his name, it's talking about his title.
Yeah.
But his title also speaks of his character.
Yes.
Watch this. A lot of people got a lot of titles, but their character don't match up with the title.
Yeah.
Thank God that his title and character are all the same. They're one in one. King of kings, Lord of lords, the forgiver of our sins. It all goes together. A whole lot of folk got some titles, but they don't know what to do with it. They can't handle the title. They don't have the character to even hold the office that they have. But thank God that in his government, he can hold what he got.
Amen.
He says, when it talks about name, and see, nobody has a child that don't name. When it talks about name, it shows individuality. And all of us have given our children names, but can I tell you this? Jesus stands all by himself.
Amen. Amen.
And this child shall be named Jesus. Emmanuel, God with us. He's abnormal because he stands alone. He stands off from everyone because he is God.
Yes.
It not only talks about that, it says, and his name shall be called.
Yeah.
Not only does it deal with the appellation, it deals with his name, but it talks about the way we address him. And he shall be called. It says when you mention him, it says that you can mention him. You can cry out to him. You can call on him. Can I tell you that that's good news, because there's a lot of people that sometimes when you call them, they're not going to answer.
Yeah.
But every time you call on the Lord, it might not happen the way you want it to happen. It might not happen how you want it to happen. It might not happen when or where. But can I tell you, there's no way. If you call on God, he's going to show up.
Amen. Yes, he will.
He says, that's my appellation, that's my address. But then it talks about his authority. It's right here. It says, his name shall be called Wonderful. Talks about his appellation, his address, his authority. That he has the title. He has the right to be God. But it also says that he is wonderful. Now those children just dance to that song, but what it's talking about is that he's an awesome child.
Yes.
I know you think, we think our children are so awesome. But when you look at the child Jesus, you got to stand in awe of this child. If you truly know him and know what he was born to do, you stand in awe of him. And I know we have changed this season to do a whole lot of other things. And we have kind of pushed Jesus aside and forgot all about Jesus. But when you really think about what he was born to do, you stand in awe. That God thought enough of me to send himself in the form of a child. That's awesome.
Yes, it is.
He says, I stand in awe of him because he is miraculous. He is marvelous. But watch this. It says, not only shall he be called Wonderful, but then he shall be called Counselor. Not only talks about his awesomeness, but he says that God is our advisor.
Yes, he is.
Look, there have been certain situations I've been in. I had to go to God. Because guess what? I didn't know what to do. Y'all quiet. You ain't never been in those situations. I'm in here by myself today. You ever been in these situations? You don't know which way to go. I don't know. Go left, right, forward, backwards, jump up and down, fall out. But when you go to God, he will give you perfect advice.
Yes, he will.
How do I get that perfect advice? It's right here. in the Word of God. I can go to him and he advises me. And that's the problem with this world today. We're doing our own thing and nobody is coming under the advisory of God. And everybody's just running their own way. And they're doing their own thing. They're doing what they think is right. But it's not of God. Why? Because we have not consulted with God. And can I tell you that every move you make, every decision you trying to think about, you need to advise God and see what God has to say about it. He says, wonderful counselor, which means he does it consciously, intentionally. It's fully considered. See, a lot of people give you advice, but they don't fully consider. You ever been in a situation where you share with one of your friends or family, and they got all what they can tell you about it, but baby, you ain't going through what I'm going through. You don't feel what I feel. You ain't even tried to put one of your toes in my shoes. But you can tell me what to do. But God fully considers, and then guess what? When he does what he does with me, he does it carefully and unhurried. See, because a lot of folks give you advice so soon because they really want to get you out their face. But thank God he's not like that. He considers what you are saying, considers your situation, and he carefully works it out. He said he's counselor. That's his advisor. Watch this. The mighty God. Talks about that he is almighty. That's his power. This child is abnormal, then, because he comes in the form of an infant, a feeble infant, but he has all power in heaven and earth in his hands. That's abnormal.
Yes, it is.
Then it says that he is the everlasting Father. What that means is he'll always be. Look, they're doing that thing right now in this world. You can't worry about that. Pray about it. Keep following God.
Amen.
Because God will always be. And if you know the end of the story, what are you worried about?
Amen.
I know the end of the story. I don't know about you, but I know the end of the story. And I know where I'm going. So it's all right with me. You can do what you want to do, say what you want to say, but in the end, guess who wins? We win.
Amen.
He said, everlasting Father. Then he says, Prince of Peace.
Yes.
Let me say this to you. See, because sometimes we get confused. Yes, God is a God of peace. But sometimes to bring peace, there's got to be war. Well, how do you fight war? But so this is how you fight war, down on your knees.
Amen.
That's when you go into warfare. You plead the blood of Jesus over every situation. That's war. And you got to realize that we have an enemy, which is Satan. And God, to bring peace in your life, has to fight off your enemy. And can I tell you that sometimes he has to fight on us, because sometimes we can be our own worst enemy. I know I have. I got in my own way sometimes. I tripped over my own self sometimes, and God had to move me out of my own way. He says he's the Prince of Peace. Then it talks about his doings. It says in verse 7, of the increase of his government and peace there shall be no end. What it means is, it might not look like it, Miss Cunningham, but get what? His empire is still spread.
Amen. Yes, it is.
That's why we have to show people the love of God, because when you show it, you're spreading the Lord's kingdom.
Amen.
And it spreads out. He says it spreads out to no end. That means that God is always working.
Yes, he is.
But then watch this. Not only is his empire spread out, but then his empire is supported and strengthened by him. See, a lot of people would tell you to do something, be a certain way, and leave. That's not how Jesus is. He tells us to follow his kingdom. And guess what? He still supports and strengthens us.
Yeah.
Yes. All right.
Y'all falling asleep. Listen here. When he says, I will support and strengthen you, that means that when I'm doing the work of the Lord, guess who's there? Jesus is right there supporting and strengthening the work. Yeah, we get tired sometimes. Yeah, we get confused sometimes. But thank God that you have not left me.
Yeah.
You're still there strengthening and supporting what we are doing because we are doing your work.
Amen. Amen.
He says it's set up and supported by him. It's strengthened by him. Well, how will he do it? He does it by his judgment.
All right.
That's his divine law. He does it by his justice.
All right.
That's his righteousness. See, because a whole lot of things that's going on in this world, they say it's justice. We know it's injustice.
Yeah.
But when God does it, there's justice.
Yes.
It's totally right. There's no error in it. There's no flaw in it. There's nobody sneaking him bribes. There's nobody having a kangaroo court. There's nobody looking at the color of your skin. When God does it, it's just.
Amen.
He said, not only do I do it by my judgment because I'm an all-wise God, but I do it by my just because I'm holy and I can't make mistakes. I cannot do no wrong. But he said, I also do it by my jealousy.
Yeah.
And God has the right to be jealous because God made everything.
Amen.
See, we're the ones that don't have the right to be jealous, but God has the right to be jealous because he is the one who has created us, and whatever he has made is supposed to praise and glorify his name.
Amen.
All right.
So true.
He's an abnormal child.
Yeah.
And since he had Miss Cullen's an abnormal birth, then it is only befitting for him to have an abnormal death. Well, what is his abnormal death? That they tried to kill him,
Yeah, they did.
but they could not kill him, but he laid his life
Yes, he did.
down
Yes, he did.
for you
Yes, he did.
and for me.
Yeah.
Yes.
He gave up the ghost.
Yeah.
His death was so abnormal that the sun stopped shining. That's abnormal.
Yeah.
They could not kill him, but he gave up the ghost and said, it is finished. It was so abnormal that the veil in the temple was rent
Yeah.
from top to bottom. Maxwell, it was abnormal.
Yeah.
All right.
It was abnormal because they put spikes in his wrist.
Yeah.
That's abnormal. Put spikes in his feet. That's abnormal.
Yeah.
Put a crown of thorns around his head and mashed it into his temples. That's abnormal.
Yeah.
Yanked his beard out of his face. That's abnormal. Then whooped him almost half to death the way you can see some of his organs hanging. That's abnormal. Hung him on a tree.
Yeah.
Spit on him. Talked about him. That's abnormal. And then after it, even with it being abnormal, he does something abnormal. Father, forgive them. Woo! For they know not what they do. He's still forgiving. That's abnormal. To forgive somebody right at the moment when they're still hurting you. That's abnormal.
Yeah.
All right.
He died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then they shoved him in a ballroom tomb. That's abnormal.
Yeah.
Stayed there Saturday. You done had an abnormal birth. You done had an abnormal death.
All right.
And it's only befitting
Hey.
that you have an abnormal resurrection.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he died Friday.
Yeah.
He stayed buried Saturday.
Yeah.
But he got up early Sunday morning with all power in heaven and earth in his hands. That's abnormal. And guess what? He still got power. He still got the glory. I don't care what they try to do. God is still God. It's an abnormal child. He was born for me. I don't need no gifts. I already got the gift of life.
Yeah.
I'm happy about it. I can face hell and high water because Jesus is on my side. I've got an abnormal child child on my side.
Yeah.
Say it.
And since he had an abnormal birth,
Yeah.
since he had an abnormal death, since he had an abnormal resurrection, it's only befitting
Yeah.
that he have an abnormal coming back.
Yeah.
And since he got an abnormal coming back while we're waiting on him, guess what? It's only befitting that he has some other abnormal children.
Yeah. Glory.
I don't know about you, but it said that his children are peculiar. That's abnormal.
Yeah.
Look, we forgive folk when they do us wrong. We give the folk that trying to set traps for us. We are abnormal because we got an abnormal God.
Yes.
And if you got an abnormal God, guess what? You got to give him some abnormal praise.
Hallelujah.
Glory be to his name.
Yeah.
I got an abnormal God.
Yeah.
He brought me out of some situation abnormally.
Yeah.
When I thought I wasn't going to make it, he brought me out abnormally.
Yeah.
He did it. He made ways out of no ways. That's abnormal. When I thought I was going to lose my mind,
Yeah.
he gave me peace of mind.
Yeah.
See.
He's giving me joy
Yeah.
in my heart when I'm supposed to be depressed.
Yeah.
When I'm at my wits end, he does some abnormal things.
Yeah.
I've seen it to where we thought we wasn't going to make it financially and abnormally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He works it out.
Yes. Every time.
Supposed to abnormally bring food, abnormally give you some cook. Y'all ain't in here. I know y'all got it together, but I have had God do some abnormal things in my life.
Yeah.
Get abnormal positions. Abnormal heights.
Oh, yes.
And I can't help
Praise.
but they abnormally praise him.
Yeah.
100% man. 100% God.
Mm.
Lord, you can sleep and be awake all at the same time.
Yeah.
You can cry and wipe all of our tears.
Hallelujah.
I wish y'all knew this Jesus that I know. You can do it all at the same time.
Yeah. Glory.
You can die and yet still live.
Yeah.
It's abnormal.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
You sit high and yet be walking low. That's abnormal. You work but yet you still don't have to work.
Yeah.
You can look poor but yet rich
Yeah.
and own everything in the world. I got an abnormal God.
Oh, yeah. Yes, he is.
And I can't wait to see it.
Oh, glory.
I can't wait to
Yeah.
bow at his feet
Oh, yeah.
and give him some abnormal praise.
Yeah.
And give him some abnormal thank you.
Yeah.
Give him some abnormal hallelujahs.
Yeah.
Because when you know what God has brought you out of and brought you out of,
All right.
Yes.
how you used to be,
Yes.
how you still trying to fight with some of that stuff.
Thank you.
I got the real folks in here.
Yeah.
Tell the truth. Like, look here, man.
Preach it.
Yeah.
If you don't get away from me,
Yeah.
used to be when you wouldn't get no warning. But we have an abnormal child.
Yeah.
So as you're sitting with your family, don't forget about what it's really about.
Yeah.
Who it's really about.
Yeah.
Tell your children about this abnormal child.
Yeah.
He walks with me.
Mm.
He talks with me. He tells me that I am his own.
Yeah. Amen.
It's abnormal, Lord, but I thank you for the abnormal.
Yeah.
The doors of the church are open.
Yeah. Thank you, Father.
If you haven't accepted this abnormal,